Here we have a SAT math problem. Okay, let's go to the question. Here we have a system of two equations. In the system of equations defined above, k is a constant. If the system has no solution, which of the following could be the value of k? Okay, if the given system has no solution, in the given answer choices, we have to find the one which could be the value of k. Now, let's solve the given system of equations. For that, we can write y equals to y. And for the y on the left side, we can consider the stuff in the first equation, that is x square and negative 2x. Okay, let me write it over here. And for y on the right side, we can consider the stuff in the second equation, that is x positive k. Here we have a quadratic equation in terms of the variable x. Okay, now what we can do is we can write this quadratic equation in standard form. What is standard form of a quadratic equation? That is ax square positive bx of positive c equals to 0. That is, we get everything on one side of the equation, on the other side we have 0. Okay, now to get this quadratic equation in standard form, we have to make the right side 0. That is, we have to get rid of this x and positive k. Let me subtract x and k from both sides of this equation. Let me do it. When I do so, this positive x, negative x will cancel out, positive k, negative k will cancel out. On the left side, I am getting x square. When I combine this negative 2x and negative 1x, I am getting negative 3x and negative k equals to 0. Okay, here I got a quadratic equation in standard form. I got this quadratic equation from the given system of equations. Since the given system has no solution, then this quadratic equation also will not have solution. Okay, if a quadratic equation has no solution, then the value of the discriminant must be less than 0. Okay, for that, let's consider the quadratic equation standard form over here. If this quadratic equation has no solution, then the value of the discriminant, that is the value of the expression b square negative 4ac, must be negative, that is less than 0. Okay, now we can consider the same stuff for this quadratic equation over here because it's in standard form. So b square and negative 4ac must be less than 0. Okay, here what is the value of b? Actually, b is the coefficient of x. The coefficient of x in our quadratic equation is negative 3. So we can plug in this negative 3 for b over here. Then I'm getting negative 3 the whole square, negative 4 times. Actually, a is the coefficient of x square. In our quadratic equation, the coefficient of x square is 1. So we can plug in 1 for a over here. And c is the constant term. In our quadratic equation, the constant term is negative k. We can plug in negative k for the c over here. Let me do it. Less than 0. Okay, here the value of is negative 3, the whole square is just 9, and negative times 9 will become positive, and 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times k is 4k less than 0. Now let's solve for k in this equation. For that, we have to subtract 9 from both sides of this equation. Positive 9, negative 9 will cancel. I'm getting 4k less than negative 9. Now let me divide both sides of this equation by 4. When I divide both sides of this equation by 4, this 4 will cancel out. I'm getting k on the left side. When I divide negative 9 by 4, I am getting negative 2.25. Okay, here I got the value of the constant k as an inequality, that is k is less than negative 2.25. In the given answer choices, I have to consider the value that satisfies this inequality. That is, I have to get a value in the given answer choices that is less than negative 2.25. So that is negative 3 in answer choice D. So negative 3 is less than this value, negative 2.25. So in the given answer choices, negative 3 could be the value of k. The correct answer choice for this question is D.